The 1986 Disney film Flight of the Navigator begins not with spaceships, but with a profoundly human mystery. A 12-year-old boy named David Freeman, played by Joey Cramer, falls into a ravine in 1978 and awakens in 1986, unchanged. His family has aged 8 years. He has not. This premise immediately establishes the film's core theme, the dislocation of time and the loss of childhood. Director Randall Kleiser frames David's return with a haunting sense of alienation. His home is familiar yet foreign, his parents are older, and his brother is now an adult. This emotional grounding is crucial, transforming what could be a simple adventure into a poignant meditation on memory and identity. The film asks, what is the self when severed from its chronological context? David's disorientation is compounded when NASA, detecting unusual energy readings, takes him into custody. Here, the film subtly critiques institutional authority. Scientists and government agents view David not as a traumatized child, but as a data point, a puzzle to be solved. Their sterile, fluorescent-lit environments contrast sharply with the warm, sun-drenched Florida landscapes of David's memories. This clash between cold rationality and human experience mirrors a broader 80s anxiety about technology outpacing empathy. The narrative cleverly uses David's perspective to make the scientific jargon and procedures feel invasive and bewildering, ensuring the audience shares his sense of being a specimen under observation, building suspense for the revelation of the true cause, an extraterrestrial encounter. The reveal of the spacecraft, the Tremaxian drone ship, is a masterclass in practical effects and design. Its organic, seashell-like appearance, created by effects maestro Robert Short and the Disney team, stands in stark contrast to the angular, metallic ships of contemporaries like Star Wars. This aesthetic choice is thematic. The ship feels alive, almost biological. Its interior is a luminous, womb-like space, devoid of traditional controls. This design philosophy suggests a technology so advanced it is intuitive and harmonious, a stark departure from the clunky machinery of earlier sci-fi. The ship isn't just a vehicle, it's a character, an entity with its own consciousness and purpose, setting the stage for the film's most revolutionary element, its portrayal of artificial intelligence. The AI pilot Max, voiced with manic, childlike energy by Paul Reubens, is the film's beating heart and its most prescient creation. Max is not a cold, logical computer, nor a malevolent HAL 9000. He is curious, excitable, prone to error, and desperately lonely. His programming is to collect and assimilate all data, but his character arc is one of seeking companionship. This reframes the AI from a tool into a sentient being with emotional needs. In an era where we grapple with AI ethics and consciousness, Max feels remarkably contemporary. His relationship with David is a partnership, not a master-servant dynamic. They are both lost beings, one displaced in time, the other in space, finding solace in their shared journey, challenging the viewer to see intelligence beyond the human form. The central conflict arises from Max's mission and David's role as the Navigator. The ship's database, a glowing orb containing a map of the universe, requires a human brain's complex pattern recognition to plot a course home to the planet Phalon. This concept elegantly ties the plot's threads together. David's unchanged mind is the key because it holds an unaltered, pure cognitive map from 1978. The film posits a beautiful symbiosis between organic and artificial intelligence. Humanity isn't obsolete, its unique biological processing is essential to galactic travel. This optimistic view of human-AI collaboration, where each complements the other's weaknesses, offers a hopeful counter-narrative to the dystopian fears that often dominate science fiction discourse. As David and Max embark on their flight, the film delivers its iconic sequence, a joyous, low-altitude tour over 1980s Florida, set to the synth-pop track I Get Around by the Beach Boys. This scene is pure cinematic euphoria, capturing the childlike wonder of flight. It's also thematically rich. From the sky, David sees his world from a new, godlike perspective, yet he remains emotionally tethered to it. The sequence visually represents his dual state. He is both above humanity and achingly part of it. The use of contemporary pop music grounds the fantastical in a specific cultural moment, enhancing the nostalgia. This blend of spectacle and character is the film's magic formula, making the incredible feel personal and immediate. The journey takes a philosophical turn when Max explains time dilation and the theory of relativity in simple terms. For David, the trip was minutes. For Earth, 8 years passed. The film uses hard sci-fi concepts not for complexity, but for emotional weight. David's lost time becomes a tangible consequence of physics, not magic. This elevates the story from a simple adventure to a tragedy of circumstance. His struggle isn't against monsters, but against the immutable laws of the universe. The scene where he views a recording of his family grieving his disappearance is devastating. It underscores that his adventure came at an immense personal cost, adding a layer of melancholy to the wonder and making his ultimate choice profoundly consequential. The film's environmental message, often overlooked, is woven into its fabric. Max's mission was to collect Earth's biological specimens, flowers, animals, as treasures for his homeworld's museum. This frames Earth's biodiversity not as a resource to exploit, but as art to preserve. In a subtle critique, the specimens are taken from a world where human activity threatens them. Phylan's culture values and studies life, contrasting with the NASA scientists who initially seek to dissect the technology. The message is clear. True advancement isn't just technological, but ecological and ethical. The ship's organic design and its cargo of life position it as an ark, making David's role as navigator a symbolic act of guiding life, including his own toward preservation. The climax presents David with an impossible choice. Return to 1978 and erase his 8-year absence, restoring his timeline but losing his memories of Max and the journey, or stay in 1986 with his fractured life. He chooses to go back. This ending is bittersweet and deeply mature. He sacrifices his incredible experience, the friendship with Max, and his own personal growth to heal his family's pain. It's an act of selfless love that reaffirms human connection as the ultimate value. The final shot of him running home in 1978, the adventure wiped from his mind, but the audience retaining the knowledge, creates a powerful, dramatic irony. The wonder was real, even if forgotten, suggesting that some experiences transcend individual memory. Flight of the Navigator's legacy is its enduring emotional resonance. It's a film about wonder and loss in equal measure. Technically, its blend of practical effects, early CGI, and models holds a charming authenticity. Thematically, it was ahead of its time, exploring AI sentience, ecological responsibility, and the psychological trauma of time displacement with a light, adventurous touch. It remains a cornerstone of 80s sci-fi not for epic scale, but for its intimate heart. In an age of AI anxiety, its vision of a friendly, collaborative artificial intelligence and its insistence on the irreplaceable value of human emotion and connection feels not nostalgic, but urgently relevant. It's a navigational chart for hope.